generational cycles, right? You must do that one thing that every other generation did not do. Oh, it's very, very much unhealthy. That is, get the fuck out of Dodge. You have to get out of those environments. You have to get out those negative environments around the negative people. Okay? For many of the generations, they were all brought up on the whatever goes in this house, or whatever goes on in this house stays in this house. That sense of embedding fear in a person. Get the fuck out of Dodge. I promise you. It will benefit you in the long run. Why? Why is it important that we take this first step? You must initiate this first step because your nervous system is telling you to go. It's telling you to get out because it's telling you this through being in shock. Whenever a person is hollering at you, it triggers you. You tense up. A person tenses up when they're constantly being yelled at, when they're constantly being talked down to, when they're constantly being told that they can't do something, and also, this is very, very vital. When you're in those toxic environments, you never ever share what it is that you want to do. Like I said, never share your dreams, never share your goals, never share your ambitions with anybody that's in those toxic environments. And then also, while we're on the topic of getting the fuck up out of Dodge, any of you have kids? I know many of you have kids, right? In order to break a cycle, we have to create new neurological pathways. How do you do that? How do we do that if people keep continuously saying, oh, well, I'm going to raise my children how my man raised me. I'm going to do this, like, da-da-da. How do you do that? If you're going to do the same thing over and over again from previous generations, that's not helping, that's not doing anything but harming and triggering the newer generations. So for people that think that breaking generational cycles, by breaking generations, you need to have kids, and having those kids, you're just gonna do the same shit. I don't understand. The logic don't make no sense. So the first step that you need to initiate is get out. Because when you get out, your nervous system is able to regulate and be in proper alignment and function how it's supposed to function, so that you can see your world for what you want to see it as, for what you want to become, what you want to have and experience. Our nervous system is very important when it comes to attracting intentionally, attracting with the intention of getting your desire and your wishes, making all your dreams and aspirations come true. That is what your nervous system is for, and also being healthy. That's why you may see a lot of spiritual people talk about eating healthy and, doing all those things. Now, while in those toxic environments, you can continuously eat healthy. You can drink real good, no sodas, no caffeine. But because of that environment, nervous system is like, okay, she eating good, she got this. But the nervous system is like, but she's being hollered at. She's being talked down to. How does the nervous system know that? Because when you're being talked down to, what do you feel? Feel less than. Less than, negative, all that. The body is programmed. The body is being programmed. The body responds to your words. Okay? Your body responds to words. When you're in meditation, do this one technique. I want you to go into meditation. Meditative state. You could just be standing up. It doesn't have to be sitting down, closing your eyes. I want you to rub your hands together. Then come close, put them close, and go outward. Then I want you to command it no. No. What do you feel? Yes. I want you to do that. And tell me what you feel. Your body responds to being tortured. Or, and the body and mind, they function, they respond to one another. If you tell yourself, I feel good. It feels good outside. Okay, yeah. You feeling good, you feeling all right. If you tell yourself tired, what you feel, that you are, it's programmed, and not only do you program, but whatever you accept from other people is you telling your body, hey, I want you to function like this now. Because now we're going to associate ourselves with the so-called energy of what we were just told. Parents, when you tell your kids, I don't think you should be doing that. Don't, when you instill fear. Now that when we're kids, we see our adults, how adults act when they're maybe insects or whatever it is. Like it could be like a bee or something. They act all irrational, or every. Oh my goodness, there's a bee. Oh my God. Child mimics that. Oh, I need to function like that too. We pick up on the energy of the environment, and we mimic the behavior from the energy of that environment. We do it unconsciously. We're not aware that we do it. But now we're becoming aware, and now we can change those things. So once we get out of that toxic environment, we then have room to create neurological pathways by doing things that we never done before. Doing things that you may like. You're now knowing yourself. You're taking time to know yourself. This is called a self-liberating journey. This is how you liberate yourself. Doing new things, creating new experiences by taking classes that you never done before. Doing things that you never would do outside your norm. Okay? So then after you take this initiation, you create new experiences. Okay? You create new experiences, and you create new pathways in your brain. You're now opening up space for you to accept whatever you want to experience. Accept whatever it is that you desire. You open up that gap of all your wishes being fulfilled. Because now, when you're opening up those new pathways, you're also having faith, right? People say walk by faith, not by sight. Okay, that's manifestation. Manifestation. So you're not ignoring, but instead of what you would fear, instead of what you would shame, instead of what you would have guilt about, you do it, and you do it with confidence. This is within this experiences that we have with the new neurological, substance that we have. We opening them doors. The doors that we were trying to open here in the previous bull environment, those doors that we were trying to open are now opening. They got it. They got it. Oh yeah. She in a good space. She in a good vibe. Okay, we no longer stressed, no longer feeling anxious, no longer feeling anxiety, no longer feeling in fear, no longer, angry, You put your mindset towards that, it's like your body and brain are telling you and sending signals out into the galaxies and the universe, telling them, or telling your higher self, hey, she ready. She's ready. She's ready. She's ready to accept her desires and wishes. Her wishes shall be fulfilled. She's ready. That's what your body is telling you. That's what your electromagnetic field is now telling you, because you are in the key or note of a higher vibration. And that higher vibration is your authenticity. Because you create these new experiences. This is your new and improved you. This is your new sense of being. Okay? So, we have a new sense of self. We're vibrant, we're very invigorated, we are just living life to the fullest. Have no guilt, have no shame, have no fear. This is that. Breaking the cycle of all of those negative things. Those negative things don't exist. We got out of Dodge. We create them experiences. And we also form community. We get this, I really find it really interesting that wow. I really find it interesting that when you are in this is Jesus. You are Jesus. Like I said, you are Jesus, you are God. Okay? Because you're walking on the path alone. You're walking this path, and by walking this path alone, you're not only creating those new pathways, but our ancestors walk with us. Now listen, our ancestors are within us. Our ancestors walk with us. When we succeed, when we heal, when we're healing, we're also healing them. With nourishment, bringing nourishment to your body. And what the fuck? And your ancestors are also healing with you. Because you ever seen Dr. It's this movie. Fuck. It's that Marvel movie and he was in. And the samurai pushed him back and his body went back and is multiple hymns, that say this is you, but then you got your ancestors. That's your lineage. So anything that you are doing to you, it is affecting previous generations, but it's also affecting the next generation that's coming up. Now, however, if you would have asked me, do you need to have kids to break the generational cycle? No. That's what people don't realize. You don't need to have more kids to break a generational cycle. Because here's the thing. How can you have two people, right? Let's say you got two people. Whatever you are feeling in that moment, whatever you two feeling about each other in that moment, you put that energy into that baby, whatever cycle and traumas y'all both have is also warped. So it's not just you, it's everything. Everything has a pull. Everything has a beat. Everything has energy that responds. And when you have kids, it is so much. Okay, so much happens. The name that you give the baby, the spirit that's with it, it's a lot. It's a lot. But you create these new neurological pathways. And when you're doing those experiences, it may be things that none of your family members or whatever, we got never would do. You gotta go. Like, I'm not saying you gotta, go off the road or nothing like that. But I'm saying do the things that you would not necessarily do. It could be taking classes of such and such, or you want to go do kiting, or I don't know. It could be silly, but that's our inner child. Tapping into that. This is breaking generational cycles. It is a journey of self. So you can't bring those, as much as we want to, we can't bring the people that are in those toxic environments with us because we just can't. Because they can bring us down. And especially if you're an empath, if you're very sensitive, no. But, and many of us may be young doing it, but just know that this journey gets so much better, and your nervous system will thank you. Your nervous system is thanking you. Thank you for getting me out of there. Thank you for never forsaking, But yeah, this is breaking generational cycles. We got y'all. Welcome back to Dodge. We created new experiences that creates new opportunities and open us new doors. And we're taking it alone. There's a difference between being alone and lonely. Lonely is a sense of emotion, feeling alone. Nobody else around. And being alone is just physical. You might say, go to the you can go to a restaurant by yourself. You can do things by yourself that a lot of people would have a problem with doing by themselves. And that's why a lot of us are not here to break generational cycles. Because in order to be on this journey, you have to be alone. And a lot of people ain't ready to shake that, being in fear of that. So this is breaking generational cycles.